Hello, my dear students. Good afternoon. Today we are going to discuss about our sixth lecture. So in last lecture that already we learned and discussed about the different causes of pest outbreaks. And today let's see our the new topic, the categories of insect pest. This topic is very important because why? Here we have to see and discuss about different pest and its different association or relationship with the different crops and its that damaging parts, damaging level to different crop. So let's see. Firstly, we start our the first the meaning about the pest. So already this definition that the last lecture we learned what is mean by pest. Pest it is nothing but it's a one organism or insect or we can say other like vertebrates, weed, pathogen, even all this insect that called as a pest and which is that causes any damage to agricultural crops, horticultural crops, including stored grain product and other animals that causing economic damage known as the pest. So dear student, here the pest it is nothing but it's include nematodes also, mites also, snails and slugs and other vertebrates like rats and birds also. On the basis of its economic importance, this insect or pest are depending upon the maybe it's a agricultural crop pest, forest insect pest, even some pests occur in our house that commonly called as a household pest. Some insects are very important to medical field that is called as the medical entomology where some insect and pest include and some veterinary and some aesthetic point of view. These are the some different insect pests. So student, so today we have to start our the main topic categories of pest. So these different categories are the main four according to based on occurrence. This is the first category, followed by the based on level of infestation. It's second category, and C according to or based on to losses, estimated losses that what may be caused by pest. So this is the C category, and last one on the basis of this feeding host range. Okay, commonly known as the based on host range. So dear student, these are the main four categories. Okay, so let's see the first category according to based on the occurrence. Okay, so here there are the five categories: regular pest, occasional pest, seasonal pest, persistent pest, and last one is the sporadic pest. So these are the five categories comes under in based on occurrence. So sequentially we'll discuss further. This first one is a regular pest. Student, we can see here the different images. So here image like first image is a brinjal crop, second image is a crop like a gram, and next one is a these are the all insect that comes under in regular pest. So first here that broken or that cutting piece of this brinjal, and here the presence of infested larva, even in field that some fruits of brinjal that infested by this larva, this insect known as a brinjal shoot and fruit borer. Okay, so here the meaning about our definition about this regular pest is those pests are that occur most frequently, we can say here regularly on different crop, and which have the very much close association with that particular crop, so commonly called as a regular pest. Here the example about this insect or pest are, so previously I said that I talked about this pest is a brinjal shoot and fruit borer. Second example is on chili. That example here that my like a marker that pointer towards on that insect. Here that small minute insect, sucking insect is a thrips. And the fourth one is here the one larva bore inside the gram pod, so commonly called as the gram pod borer. So dear student, this is the first category that on the basis of occurrence known as a regular pest, and these are the insect or pest of this regular pest. So second is occasional pest. Occasional pest is means what? Here a close association or that particular crop is totally absent. Okay, rather infrequently that occur on crop and there is no close association with that particular crop. So commonly called as a infrequently pest when occur on any crop, so known as occasional pest. So here example that here some larva that presence on that infested on the rice, so commonly called as a case worm. Second example here on mango orchard or mango tree, here the large insect known as a mango stem borer, that example about this occasional pest. So third category on the basis of occurrence, that is seasonal pest. Seasonal means those pests that occur mostly during a particular part of the year or particular season, or we can say that usually the incidence is generally governed or that on the basis of climatic condition. So that time these pests are arise or that start the infestation on any different crop. Here I'm talking about here those picture I'm showing you, that picture that one hairy caterpillar, where that my pointer that on the one larva hairy caterpillar, this commonly known as red hairy caterpillar, even grasshopper on the safflower. But here the second picture I'm showing you, the white grub, the white color larva and the adult that generally occur in groundnut, that commonly called as a seasonal pest. So dear student, this is the third seasonal categories of occurrence. On the basis of this occurrence, the fourth one is a persistent pest. Persistent means what? The pest that occur in a field throughout the year. Okay, known as persistent pest. So here it is difficult to control, and generally this is almost throughout the year that the present. Example here on like guava fruit, here that white cushiony like small insect that adhere to the fruits or stick up on the fruits, that to sap suckers or suckers insect known as a mealybugs on guava. In case of the second picture, that chili thrips, this is the thrips minute insect that always we can see or we can observe on different crop, that guava. Here the example is a uh, thrips and mealybug. This is the fourth categories of pest. Now, the fifth one, that is the sporadic pest. Sporadic means what? Those pests are occur on a few isolated localities. So during some period, some time, or maybe some season point of view, or even also the some climatic condition point of view, this type of the insect that occur in the field. In case of here example, coconut sludge caterpillar. Second example here the rice earhead bug. Here the picture or photo we can see here, the example is rice earhead bug, which is attacking on the rice field on mostly the milky stage of grain. That time this pests are occur, so known as a spore. So dear students, these are the all five categories comes under in on the basis of occurrence. Now the second category we can see here, the according to or based on the intensity of the pest, or we can say that the level of infestation. Here the two categories of level of infestation. First one is epidemic pest and second one endemic pest. So epidemic means what? Suppose in case any area or any location suddenly that occur in severe form in a region or any locality at a particular season. We can say here the particular season or particular time only, that time. So we can see here that in last lecture we already learned that causes of pest outbreaks. So this is one cause, this is one outbreak suddenly increase the pest population, that outbreaks when a pest occur, that is called as the severe form. So here we can see here the example on rice, brown plant hopper. This is the serious pest of this brown plant hopper on rice cultivated area. So that even here the second example in case of this red hairy caterpillar that occurs severely in case of this epidemic category. So second one is endemic. Endemic, it is nothing but occur regularly, but it is confined mostly to a particular area or particular location. So that time, so here the occurrence of pest is a low level but occur regularly. So suppose in case of our Maharashtra region, so we can say here the sugarcane area in Kolhapur. So here confirm that infestation of white grub. Here that sugarcane plant that totally affected by this type of the grubs of white grub. Okay, so in case of the rice also in Madurai district, so that is a rice goalmis, that endemic pest that occur in case of the groundnut in Sangli district. So that is the also that sugarcane white grub also occur in case of the Raigad district, the rice stem borer also that continuously that occur, that is known as a endemic pest. Now, according to the C category, the losses caused by pest. Here the main four categories, that is commonly called as the negligible, minor, major, and the last one is a key pest. So dear student, negligible means what? There is a no importance, that called as a, if the insect or pest causes the here the 5% loss. Okay, 5% loss means we can say here the negligible loss. Okay, so the second example is a second category minor pest. If the insect causes at least 5 to 10% when occur, ill loss occur, so that called as a minor pest. We can see here the example rice hispa, that in case of the rice ash weevil. So these are the two example of minor pest category. Major pest means what? If the insect cause more than 10% ill loss. So that time we can say here that it is a major pest. Here we can say here the example that cotton chassid, rice stem borer. These are the two examples that are major pest. Now the key pest. Most severe and damaging pest at the rate of general equilibrium position lies above the EIL, economic injury level. That EIL always hence to the environment must be changed to bring GEP below that EIL. Example is cotton bollworm. Okay, so these are the diamondback moth also that comes under in key pest. So this is the some important on the basis of the external loss caused by this insect. So dear student, this is the also that some point about that related to the this pest outbreak. Okay, now the next one, based on the host ranges, this is the last categories of insect pest. So that commonly here these three, that monophagous pest, polyphagous pest, oligophagus pest. Monophagous pest means what? Those insects feed on only single species of plant. That means what? It is no need to give the another species plant another food. For example, that means the alternate host is non-availability. So that is called as a monophagous pest. Here suppose example is a rice stem borer, brinjal shoot and fruit borer. So these are the monophagous pests that commonly called as the based on host plant. Polyphagous means require the many crops, many cultivated crops or many wild plant species also that attacking itself, known as a polyphagous pest. Example here mentioned on slide, that locust. Third category is oligophagous pest. Oligo means that required the few number of species of plants required to feed or to survival purpose, known as a oligophagous pest. Example about here on Cruciferous family. That example very severe pest is a diamondback moth, and second one is a cabbage butterfly. Here we can see the different three picture I am showing you, very important. The first picture here, the monophagous pest example is rice stem borer that attacking on only the rice. Here the polyphagous loss, we know that in recently that this locust attacking in many region of country, many region part of the country. even the different some aesthetic, even some like different forest, even some agricultural crops that totally feed by this locust insect, so comes under in polyphagus. Third one here is that previously I said that oligophagus. Example on the cabbage, this it's a adult, okay, and this is the one larva that known as the diamond back moth. This is the important pest, okay, and also the quarantine pest that attacking on this cabbage. So these are the all the different categories of pest. So hope you understand, okay. So dear student, this is very important topic about this today's lecture. Try to learn, okay, try to that do assignment, okay. Thank you very much.